what was the hardest part of your journey?
Who said I couldn't be fly? Rip it, my God.
I think the hardest part of my journey was actually carrying the pregnancy. Guys, the amount of time I drop.
Beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
I mean, like, good spread weight drop. What is that? Length? Good spread weight drop, like drop. So after the 3 months, we were like ready to tell everybody, because you know the first 3 months are very crucial. The first 3 months you can have a miscarriage, right? So it's usually advised to wait and not tell a bag of people and not do too much work in the first 3 months, because you have this prone to have a miscarriage, right? So my doctor Fletcher, big up yourself. Where are these birds from? If I'm a bird, I drill. If I'm a drill, a bike. If I'm a bike, a taxi and truck. Oh. Anyway, what did I say? Oh, see there, taxi. Big up Dr. Christopher Fletcher. Like that gentleman, if me did have the money for him, would I give him every dollar I could. But he, early on, he was very real, very realistic in terms of telling you that, listen, anything can happen. The first time I fell, when I went on the bed and stuff, he was like, you're okay, the baby's alright, because he saw the baby kick and something. Guys, in my mind, I don't feel nothing. The second time, I went in voluntarily, so you know, we did still have to pay him like a fee. The second time I fell, he said coming in the morning, he's gonna check. Explain that did happen to a similar thing happened to another person, another woman, and she lost the baby unfortunately. So he was very concerned, so he said coming in the morning. I went in the morning, never have to pay for that one day. And the baby was okay, but you know, he was like telling me to be very cautious and stuff. So I think that just carrying the baby overall was very difficult. That was the most difficult part. I had no energy to do anything, and when I mean do anything, I mean I wasn't talking to my friends, I was not responding to my messages. Ooh, just need a slice of cake. Right time never reach home, this done. I was not responding to my messages. I was not doing anything. I wasn't doing anything Alif JA related, because last year my target was to raise $300,000 for the CSEC drive, and I never did none of that. I never did that promote. I never did that beg nobody no money, nothing. I wasn't selling my books, you know, because last year would have been the year to really start selling my journals. I did none of that. I didn't even make my calendars until December and printed them like in January, right? So I did nothing. I didn't have the energy to do anything. I was just completely sad. I have a job. It's not in corporate, but I have a little gig, little something. It's still in the 9 to 5 area. A 9 to 5, 8:30 to 4:30. I was getting to work late. I did ask for some days off, like I would take a pay cut and do some days off. That request was not granted, and just going to work was like very rough or very difficult. Like I was this close, come back down a little bit, this close to quitting, because I really could not manage. And yeah, so mentally I was in a better headspace than I would have been at my previous job, but overall I was just like carrying the pregnancy was just very difficult. My mood, when I say my mood drop, my mood drop is like me I reach work late. Yeah, I think that was really the hardest part. For my firstborn, the hardest part was not being able to fit in my clothes, because in the first 3 months me basically gained weight and my pants couldn't fit me. So one day I said to BC, I'm like, can you take some pictures for me for LJA please? That's the first pregnancy, because my pants couldn't fit, and I was like so sad. And then my mother had to come over and she had to help me like clear up my closet and take out all those things that, you know, I was hoping to fit back into, things that I, you know, like you move from a medium or a small to a medium and you're in medium now but you're heading to a large. That was me. So I was hoping to get back into the medium clothes. Never work, guys, never work, because we get pregnant. So I, just for my mental health, my mother had to come over and help me like get rid of all of my clothes and stuff, and clothes that I had. Guys, I have some brand new clothes, you know, brand new clothes when I save for what? Me learn my lesson. I am the occasion, so everything me I go just start wear them, and I'm not gonna wear them in the yard, because so like things like that. So yeah, we had to do that because it was getting to my reign. So I think the hardest part really was just overall, yeah, it was like going to work and being productive, and yeah, me never want to do the work, me never want to do that whole thing there. I think that was really the hardest part of the journey, because carry the, and then it's not just that, you keep falling, so it's like, is everything okay with this child? What is gonna happen? Like, watch out, I'm gonna blame me. So yeah, I think that was just the hardest part. It's a lot mentally to deal with carrying a child. Like you're wondering, is this child gonna be okay? Are they gonna have like 10 fingers? Somebody send me a message. Kim send me a video message. Okay, so are they gonna have like 10 fingers, 10 toes? Like, what is gonna happen? And my feet grew for both pregnancies, so like I was like a 6.5, you know, 6.5, 7ish. After my firstborn, I'm definitely a 7. Then, you know, after this I wanna know me I clock to 7.5. I'm very upset. Like, we did one little short with little short with cute little feet, you know. But now it's like, oh. But yeah, so I have no more kids, because if I have more kids, I might be like a size 8, and no ma'am, I'm not buying no more shoes. So no ma'am. And yeah, so I think that was the hardest part of the journey for me. It's just like carrying the pregnancy overall, like, and your mind, is this child gonna be okay? Am I eating the right? I think we did get over that. We never did eat the right things, but to God be the glory. Great things He has done. Because the child come out healthy, we give God praise, eh? So yeah, that was definitely like the hardest part of my journey, and it was just to not feel guilty about not telling people, not talking to people, because like I said, we, after the 3 months, you know, where I tell people and everything, you see, after me start drop, nobody never know. Like, you guys, a lot of people found out on social media. A lot of people found out after the baby was born. Like, I send them pictures. You know, like, me never tell about people. Only if you saw me, you would. It's not like, and it was not like I was hiding it. Come with the mandevilla, I walk up and down same way. Even the day of the delivery, me the mandevilla walk up and down. So, oh my gosh, you guys, there's a truck. Let's just wait. Oh, we can have cake. You're the only one I could be. Hey, I've spent all my life for you. Now you're here. All right, truck gone. Yeah. So So a lot of people like are still in them feelings because they didn't know that I was pregnant. Even persons that consider friends. And like I'm not gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna apologize. I'm not gonna apologize for something I don't know you carry feelings about. Even if I have the slightest inclination that you feel a way about me not telling you, if you don't say anything, I'm not gonna say anything. So yeah, a lot of friends didn't know that I was pregnant. Family members, well, because of them are like my sisters them, so they knew. But like we never tell about people that literally we did not, like, you know. So yeah. See? After we drop this, Jesus. Anyway, guys, one truck I offload things outside. I think the truck is gone, but I can feel like, I think it's raspberry seeds in it. I don't know if I ever have raspberry before, but I have a mulberry tree. Does that count? Okay. So what did I talk about? Hardest part of my journey. Yeah, so that was really it. Hardest part was just the pregnancy overall, just surviving it, you know. And it's a lot because you're trying to, for me it was a lot because I was trying to manage my business, which is Ali JA, do things for it, tick things off my to-do list, tick things off my goal list. We never do none of that. Then remember, say you're married now, say you try to be present for your husband. You're trying to ensure that the house is not like a mess, and you have any, and I was not able to be there for my firstborn the way I wanted to, so I was not playing with him. My husband was the one who was doing like the heavy lifting. Mama said that man, they deserve an award, and deserve an award because he was very understanding. Just take charge on him, just like take over. Like he was washing the dishes, he was like, him really did step in. He deserve an award, man. And then it was like he would play, he would ride bicycle with him. Like, guys, mama could, like, I was too exhausted, and I was mentally, I couldn't, like, physically my worst I couldn't when it get further down. And then it was like so I would go to work, come home, sit in the chair. I have a recliner, so I would just sit in the chair, and then I would just watch show till even 1 o'clock. I couldn't sleep either, so it was just like, yeah, it was. But you know, I never have like morning sickness and them things. So I was still trying to remain positive, and you know, I never have them sickness there. I never have. Did I have cravings? I think I was craving like fried chicken and fries, anything fried and fries. So we would have come home and definitely make fries if me did I crave it, but it wasn't like a craving. I didn't even know. We just want unhealthy stuff, which is normal. And yeah, so that was definitely the hardest part. Yeah, so if you watch this and you still like your feelings, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't, bro. I think I can answer this one. Describe second pregnancy, any similarities, any differences. People want to know the difference between the first and the second pregnancy. So similarities, me never have morning sickness, could I eat whatever me did want to eat. Everything was normal. I just wait to go down to the 3rd trimester, I just get fat, and you know, similarities, me definitely late for work same way. When I say late, I mean late. I think similarities in terms of my mood, I was a little better in handling the mood, but it was the same feeling, because even for the first one, my manager, I think she never liked me. Not like me, I think she was not scared, but it was like an intimidating time, because I would go work and my face screw the managers at the time, and the EDs and the big executive people them, they even notice it, because they would like, hi, how are you, and I'm like, I'm okay. Me just never care. Like, don't laugh up with me. Like, me never in the mood with nobody. So yeah, so the similarities were their differences. Oh, similarities, my foot grow again. Similarities. I got fat. Differences, maybe I just gotta mix them up eventually, but differences, the weight that I gained with the first one, I didn't gain as much with the second one, because I was still able to fit in my clothes. It was just that my belly was bigger. You understand? Say I went from like, say 156 or so to 196 with the first one. The second one, I never lose the weight, so I was at like, maybe I even had it on my vision board because I wanted to lose weight. I tried. I was starting, but I eat like my vegetable. I go market, you know. I go market and something. I buy my look a lettuce, my look of tomatoes, and my what else? I did buy cucumber and carrot and something there, because I was like trying to eat like salads and stuff. At the same time, I was still eating my fast food, but I was trying to just change my diet like slowly. But then I went from like, say I was 170 or 165, something like that, and then I went up to 192 with this second pregnancy. So I don't even know where I am now. I don't care. Me caring about me, I try to, you know, dwell too much on it, because me dwell too much on it, my girl probably get sad, and I can't bother with that because I'm a dog. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so the second, yeah, I didn't gain as much weight with the second one, because I was so scared that I was going to go to like 210, you know. Oh, the difference in finding out was definitely present. This baby has been sleeping for a while. She'll be alright. Me check on her, man. She alright. She did look up. Like, oh, so cute. So the difference with my eating habits, oh guys, so like for the first one, when I say I was starving, like I say hungry would have murder me, hungry would have try murder me. But then, and then I was the type of person, I don't have to eat breakfast. Alright, when I'm pregnant with the first one, breakfast cannot miss me, because hunger will kill me. I was eating a lot with the first one. This one, I was not eating as much. She was actually bigger than the first one, but I was not eating as much. So I think with the first one, I eat like there's no tomorrow. I have my seafood, so I just eat or go away. But this second one, like, I never really have one appetite. I never really not have an appetite. I was just like normal. But breakfast time, I would be starving. So I tried to eat breakfast most mornings, and yeah, not much other difference. It was basically the same thing. It's just that mentally I was in a better headspace in terms of like the goals I have for myself and like the finances and stuff like that. So I wasn't as stressed financially as I was for the first one, because it's like, oh my god, how are we gonna survive? Oh my gosh. But we basically survived with the first one. So the second one, I'm like, it's rough, but we're gonna survive, right? However, village. If I never for the village, I don't know what would have happened. We started taking this term from my, is it brother-in-law? I think my brother-in-law. He's from St. Vincent in the Grenadines. St. Vincent, I said, yeah. St. Vincent. So they always talk about like village and stuff. So you know where I start say it really take a village though. Really take a village. So yeah, so there was no real difference. Like the same thing that happened with the first one happened with the second one. We never have no morning sickness, and then that's the thing, we never have no morning sickness, we never have no nausea, we never could I eat. Like the only thing with the first one is there was a Tom Ford cologne that I really loved, and I had to give them away because it upset me. For this one, we never really have no cologne that didn't affect me. We use them same way. yeah, I think what really happens is that you get really thirsty. So I was drinking like a lot of water. So for the first one, girl only want drink juice. Me, juice. But this one, it was okay. So I was drinking lots of water. I was drinking juice now and again, and we couldn't drink Pepsi, so that was a thing. But we did kind of sneak in too now and again. So one Pepsi would have probably last me a week. The little regular size bottle. Differences, similarities. I don't really remember much, but I think it was the same thing. I just didn't want to go to work. And yeah, so the sleeping was difficult in the latter part for both. No position was comfortable. When I say none, I mean none whatsoever. When it comes to desires for your partner, that was basically, it was in between non-existent to existent. Like, if you want to just keep it real, we're just like, where you put me? This is whatever at this point. I'm not really kill myself for that, but yeah, but it was definitely more than with the first one, if you get what I'm saying. What else? I don't really know what else, but yeah, those were definite. I think with the first one, I was doing more work. I was able to be a little more motivated. For this one, I never have no motivation into me at all. Like motivation say, where you put me. So yeah, that was something. Oh, it's so good, so good. But yeah, I think this is a long video. I think this is adequate for now. In the next episode, you guys will definitely be learning about my delivery story. Was it smooth? Was it easy? Did I have an epidural? Like, who was in the room with me? Y'all will learn all that good stuff. Did I do that myself? Oh, y'all gonna get all that tea on the next episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to ask. I am pretty sure that this video is very long, so Uno cannot kill me. We might even cut this video in two. But until next time, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, feel free to link them down below, and do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And to all my new subbies, welcome to the family. Thank you so much for subscribing. Tell your auntie, tell your uncle, tell a friend to tell a friend. Take them phone and subscribe for them. Sometimes people don't really know what they want, so you have to help them out, right? So until next time, guys, bye. Oh, postpartum tip: work on a passion project of yours, like something that you want to be doing. You have all this time now. Work on the passion project. Like, it helps to keep you motivated and positive and upbeat and stuff like that. Don't look at what other people are doing, just focus on your journey, and like, it should be okay. I'm looking at Yende Phillips snapback. My snapback say where you put me, but I also watch my YouTuber when they're called Naka and Dom, and Naka was like, if she was like a small, she's now like a large, and she used to work out and everything. So remember, everybody's body adjusts differently when it comes to pregnancy. So do not beat up on yourself. Give yourself grace. If you have a partner and they're like, "Ooh, I'm not attracted to you anymore because you're still fat," and like, that's not the right person for you, because you just birthed a whole child for them. Like, keep it pushing, sis. Keep it pushing. And everybody got the supermodel in the body. You understand?
Who said I couldn't be fly?